What is going on, everybody? How are we doing today? Sorry, I just had a bit of a weird bug with OBS, but looks like we're ready to shiny hunt now. We're just gonna be right back to the shiny hunting of Charmander. It's something that I would like to get. Try to get that shiny Alpha Charmander. I think it's a very interesting hunt, so that's what we're gonna aim for today. But how are we doing, everybody? Top left looks like your character. Do you have the same the little bunny ears hat? That's Professor Tops. Professor Tops picked out that hair and hat and outfit. So top left is Professor Tops. Top right is me. How's everybody's Halloween? You love the Gengar beanie. Oh. I kept seeing it as like little cat ears. It goes hard with the Beware sweater. I'll have to let Tops know. And I believe that there was some concerts in the house? In his house? Wish you could have done something for Halloween, but you just had too much university work to do. These things happen. These things happen. Okay, here we go. Your Halloween was amazing. That is good to hear. I'm glad. I had a pretty chill little like Halloween kind of party. I went to my friend's house. We just watched like Halloween Town and a couple of other little films. We watched Scooby-Doo. That was pretty good. Can't go wrong with a little bit of Scooby-Doo. The original Scooby-Doo is just so good. So good. One of the best, in my opinion. One of the best films ever made. Hot take, but it beats out just about everything. And now, we are finally into Christmas era. The moment that everybody waits for every time each year. When they do away with the Halloween decorations in the stores and they replace them with Christmas wreaths and Christmas trees. Yeah, that was a cool picture, man. Like, the fact that you both ended up getting to go to that concert together. The fact that you, you bumped into other Halloween Pokemon dress-up people. Seems like y'all both had, like, an absolutely amazing time. And I'm really glad that that's something that was able to come out of, just the Professor's Lab Discord existing. For those who don't know, Galactic Getaway was able to meet up with another member of the Professor's Lab at a concert yesterday where they like I guess they arranged to go together, which is really cool. And I don't know how long I'm going to stay live today. I kind of just think like, okay, we'll get one shiny, right? Do one shiny real quick. I don't have shiny Froakie yet. Yesterday we got a shiny Lucario, and then we also got 2 shiny alpha Bellsprout and 2 regular shiny Bellsprout. Not the targets, but I guess they are Pokemon that you might end up finding while doing this hunt. Just because running over here to get in range of those spawn points also puts you within what must be like 50 meters of the Bellsprouts that spawn over there. So I wasn't even paying attention until the end of the stream. We like looked over. I was like, we might as well. We might as well go and check to see if there's anything else that spawned while we were doing our shiny hunting. Because we did 3.5 hours of hunting yesterday without getting anything in this dusty area here. Or before getting something in the dusty area. And I suppose all of the shiny luck was not centralized in getting shiny Alpha Charmander, but instead centralized in having Bellsprout spawn. But no, I don't have shiny Froakie yet. That is a hunt that I'd probably like to do. Probably not that much saying that I couldn't. I could probably do a few resets for it whenever I want. But I just like the Charmander hunt. I feel good about it, you know? It's smooth. Run to the left. See 1 or 2 Charmanders. Reset. And if we're looking for that like alpha shiny, a lot of the shinies in this game are pretty easy to get. Shiny Alpha Charmander is a 1 in 20,000. Like, if we get shiny Alpha Charmander, I don't think anybody's going to be able to say like, oh, it's so common. So common. But we will probably try cloning it to make a few copies. We might test with a regular shiny Charmander first, though. Dang! Duraludon being the favorite Pokemon of the lead singer of Trivium. Like, that's a unique favorite Pokemon. That's not the sort of favorite Pokemon you have from just playing the games in 1990, right? That's the favorite Pokemon you get from playing the recent games. That's cool. They have dragon imagery everywhere, so it was super on brand to have a dragon favorite. That being said, Archaludon, or Duraludon, might be like one of the least dragon-y dragons. Isn't the fact that you have 2 spawns for Shelfa Charmander makes it so that it's 1 in 10,000? I mean, you're not guaranteed to get 2 spawns of Charmander at all. Like, if you look, we just did this run through here, 0 Charmanders. So I just mean like 1 in 20,000 Charmanders would be the shiny alpha. But as far as like number of times you run back and forth in this area, could be way more than that. We just did 2 runs here and saw 0 Charmanders. Oh, we were talking about this a little bit yesterday between my favorite Mega Charmander or Mega Charizard between X and Y. And I think that for base design, I prefer like shiny okay. Wait a minute. Oh shoot, this game needs to go catch a Totodile. We have to catch a Totodile for this like third save file to even have a chance, like not barring having the shiny charm. We needed to catch a Totodile just to have a chance at getting the alpha at all. So we gotta do that. Okay, so between Charizard and Charmander, or sorry, between Charizard X, Charizard Y, which one is my favorite? I think that I would have to go with Charizard X, purely on like the original design. But then for the shiny, I prefer Charizard Y. So, you know, there's a reason to like both of them. Yo, Mr. Blob, thank you. Which video did you watch that got you to subscribe? Okay, yeah. So for shiny, Mega Charizard Y. For pure design, Mega Charizard X. And then for Mewtwo, I feel like Mega Mewtwo X has always felt a little bit weird to me in regards to like Mewtwo's original design. You know, just being a physical type just doesn't feel right to me for Mewtwo, you know? So I think that I would have to go with Mewtwo Y. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. Okay. So that solves the problem there of not being able to get Charizard. Or, not Charizard. Not being able to get the Alpha Charmander on the third save. That was a good thing to check. It was a silly thing to have not checked yesterday. Ivy, let's definitely get some shinies today. Oh, you've checked out? Awesome. Checked out the top 10 rare shinies in ZA. Well, I'm glad that you watched that, and the takeaway was that I seem like a cool guy. That's very, very sweet to say. Thank you. Okay. Mega Mewtwo Y was just too cool when it got announced, and being chosen for Smash with Mega Mewtwo X probably would have been better for a fighting game. Proved that to you. Yeah, I have no love. Personally, no love for Mega Mewtwo X. Mega Mewtwo Y I just do feel is better all around. That being said, I have very little love for Mega Mewtwo in general, because Mewtwo absolutely ruined Pokemon Unite for like months. It was terrible. It was actually so terrible to play Pokemon Unite for a very long time after Mewtwo came out. Yo, thank you for the shiny luck, Blake. That's what I'm saying. I mean, they just released Mega Charizard in Unite, and I'm not really sure if I haven't played enough Unite recently to really understand what the deal with the Megas are. They're like entirely different licenses. I don't know why Mega Lucario isn't just like an upgrade pack for Lucario. I don't own any of them yet, so I guess I need to figure that out. But it is weird. Favorite Mega for the new game, though. For this game, my favorite Mega that came out might be Victreebel. I do really like Victreebel's new shiny or new mega. I think that it's just like perfectly quirky in the way that a mega should be. You know, like I really wanted to like Mega Feraligatr, and I just don't. I think that if I was to say Mega Frostlass was my favorite, I would feel like it was coming from a place of bias, because Frostlass is just one of my favorite Pokemon in general. Yeah, I don't like Mega Feraligatr. I don't really care for Mega Emboar. I don't think that it's that unique. Mega Meganium, I guess, is kind of funny. Just, yeah, we'll give it more flowers. But I honestly look at Mega Meganium and I just think about the Meganium from Pokemon Snap. And I'm like, okay, well, I feel like the Luma Meganium in Snap was cooler than Mega Meganium, so that just counts in my head as like another not huge W. I am excited to get the Chestnutite though, for sure. Compared to the Johto Megas, I think you mean compared to the Hoenn Megas. Hoenn Megas are probably just by and large the best trio of Megas ever released. Mega Swampert is sick. They're just like, okay, we'll make Swampert, but he's freaking jacked. Mega Sceptile, we'll just make him bigger, more tree. Like, I like Mega Sceptile, I just don't like Sceptile. Sceptile's kind of a junk Pokemon. I've tried doing playthroughs of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire with Sceptile and just found like it's just a bad Pokemon. And Blaziken, like, it's Blaziken. How are you gonna screw up Blaziken, right? It's not like just straight Sceptile hate. It's just in Generation 3 specifically, its stat spread and moveset do not lend itself to being a particularly good Pokemon to choose as your first partner Pokemon, as they say. Like your starter being Trico, you're actively playing on hard mode. Swampert is definitely the best. Torchic is cool. The new Kalos Megas, I think are good Megas. They're not top of the list, but they're good Megas, I think. And that was the only saving grace I was going to give to the Trico line, Galactic, was Grovyle in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Might be the only time Grovyle's ever been iconic. I guess Ash's Grovyle was kind of iconic, but was it though? Shiny Lucario! Shiny Lucario number 2. Let's pull that up. Let's take a look-see. There it is. Here we go. Should we try cloning this Lucario? Let's see if we can clone the Lucario. Stop just using Swords Dance, bro. Is this all he's gonna do? He's just gonna Swords Dance. You already have your attack boost. We haven't found Charmander yet. This is our first phase of the day. We got a shiny Lucario, it seems. Oh, there we go. There's an extreme speed. I haven't cloned a shiny yet, so we're gonna try this. Unfortunately, shiny Lucario is just an L color. I prefer the original. Am I gonna go? I don't know if I'll go for the shiny alphas. How far do we need to get this guy? Probably like out of the actual spawn area or something. Come at me. Come at me. Come on, Lucario. Stop. Stop just using Swords Dance. You just don't want to go this way? Okay, we'll go this way then. He's gonna Swords Dance again. He's like Alex the Lion, dude. He's probably gonna run now. I wonder what's gonna happen now. I like saved in the middle of him doing a full teleport back. Do I prefer shiny or regular Mega Lucario? Okay, look, so we got a Lucario here. Nice.
Goose Eggs followed and the lab has grown.
Yo, thank you for the follow. Did that happen to give us second shiny Lucario? No. Oh wait. Is that second Lucario? Or is that OG Lucario? I guess that's the original. Fascinating. I haven't tried this yet, so we're gonna keep going. We're gonna name this Lucario Alex the Lion. Aleking. What's the deal with the double shiny noise? I think that it happens when a Pokemon like I think it happens when it like reloads a saved shiny. So I don't think you get the double sparkle on a normal, like the first time a shiny spawns, but you'll get it on the reload. This guy really is dancy. Did we get him far enough yet? Maybe we need to catch it now. We'll try this. We'll try catching it now. Because it should be... He's pretty far away now. We'll try catching and going back and see if there's another one. Okay. There's one Lucario. And can we get second clone Lucario? Did I do it correctly? Oh, we did! Look at that! Lucario cloned. That, I definitely suspect, is the sort of thing that's going to be fixed in the future. Oops. Tucario. Tucarios. That's good. Yep, I took way too long to pick the ball. It's okay, we should just be able to run back here and grab them. Whoa, 3 Cario. Yes. Okay, so this one, we're going to change the nickname. This is Alaking. Because he just wanted a dance fight. Like Madagascar. And then this one, Tucario. Look at this. Identical. Identical. It's very odd that that's the sort of thing that works. This game is full of so many oddities. It really is. But I think if we get some... Okay. Okay. If we get the Alpha Charmander, I want to try getting the Alpha Charmander in like every ball. We'll get like shiny Alpha Charmander in every ball. We'll just clone it over and over. There's never been a better game to complete your entire shiny ball collection than Pokemon Legends ZA. Should we as a little phase counter? Let me grab a text document or something. Shiny scene. Copy. Ooh. We'll just set this to say phase. Should we count? Should we count every shiny that we found so far? What do we think? So should it really be phase? I guess this 5. We should count every shiny because we found also the two Bellsprout. There we go. Okay. So we're on phase 5. This would be our 5th shiny when we find it. Could you clone a shiny, lead the original back to the clone, and double it from there? I mean, there's probably nothing that would stop us from trying. Just like eventually have a horde of like 10 shinies. Just a horde of 10 shinies chasing you. We haven't seen any Charmanders yet. We are exclusively sitting on shiny Lucarios at the moment. But, you know, possibly, I would take a Tepig. But I think that even if we get the shiny Alpha Tepig, I'll probably still try going for the shiny Alpha Charmander. Like, shiny Alpha Tepig will be a phase. I want Charizard. And there's a good reason for it. All will become clear. Full Shelfa clone army. Yes. Yes. Just run in 6. Just run in 20. I guess, like, so right now you can get some of the Apricorn balls by you can get some of the Apricorn balls just by buying the DLC, right? It's like the pre-order bonus. You can get some of the Apricorn balls. And then we'll all get sport balls at the end of this current season. So the end of the ranked season for the online battles will give us sport balls. I think as it sits right now, we're still not able to get safari balls. So those will probably be limited to ranked rewards. And then if you really want more balls, you can also do the Infinite ZA Royale. Can give more balls as well. Dream balls are dropping at the end of next season. Oh, is that true? Let's fax check this, Mr. Canned Wolfmeat. How you doing? Season 2 ranked ZA. ZA ranked battles season 2. What do you mean you can't find that? Okay. I think that the AI summary on Google hallucinated a web page on Pokemon.com that doesn't exist. That's crazy. Dive into ZA Royale. Oh wait, no, this is not the ranked ZA Royale. See all the news. have sworn that I saw it on... I don't know. Okay. You think that if we've already found this many wacky bugs and exploits, what haven't we figured out yet? There's going to be a lot of discovery. There will be. There was going to be a lot of discovery left while we play this, or while the community continues playing this game. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm very intrigued to see what they end up doing with like future patches. Because I think that right now, if they patch a bunch of like if they patch any of the shiny stuff, it'll just really motivate people not to update, right? And then you're stuck with like two decisions, kind of. Do you keep one save for shiny hunting and then like go and on a different Switch update so that you can still access the online battles and potentially do the DLC? It'll definitely be intriguing to see. But the fact, okay, yeah, so the fact that you're getting Sport Balls for Ranked Season 1, Dream Balls for Ranked Season 2, I wouldn't be surprised if that does mean that we end up getting Safari Balls for Ranked Season 3. I do personally hate the fact that Safari Balls have just been decided as like being balls that you can just get through weird post-game mechanics, but it is what it is. Betting Beast Balls will be in the Mega Dimension, but timeline-wise it might not add up. That makes a lot of sense. My friend just caught a shiny Beldum in a Beast Ball. Not a Beast Ball, sorry, a Heavy Ball. It'll be interesting to see what people manage to do in regards to like catching weird shinies and Beast Balls. I think unless they fix the KO and save method for catching Pokemon, it shouldn't be too impossible to do it. But yeah, I think that I'm intrigued to see how shiny hunting changes and how that affects shiny hunting in the Mega Dimension. Because as it sits right now, like if they change any of the shiny mechanics and push an update right now, right? It's not really going to change the rarity of AFK Pokemon or anything like that, because a lot of people can just have their second Switch stay offline and just play off cart, right? Or just not update the game. But if you want to play the DLC, you'll have to update. So let's see. A new Friend Safari as part of the DLC would be very interesting. I think, you know, the Friend Safari was part of Kalos. It would be cool to have it come back. I don't know if I would get my hopes up on that, though. That seems fairly unlikely. Just a note for everybody who's new to the channel. You know, if you're not familiar with stream avatars, everybody who joins the stream gets a little avatar at the bottom of the screen. So if you've joined the stream and you haven't changed your avatar in the past, you're going to have a little ditto at the bottom of the screen. If you type !avatar and then a species of Pokemon that you'd like to switch over to, you can keep your eye out for your little guy walking around at the bottom of the screen as the stream goes on. If I ever find a shiny, it ends up in a YouTube video in the future, you'll be able to know, like, yeah, I was there because my unique little Pokemon is down there. So sorry, !avatar, then a space, then the species of Pokemon you want to change to. Right now, there isn't any way to get the legendary or mythical Pokemon. Hopefully someday I will be able to get that working again. But for now, like, you can change to any non-legendary or mythical Pokemon up to Generation 6. And if you subscribe over on Twitch or become a channel member on YouTube, you can change yourself to a shiny version as well. Super Mutant Boss, Trevenant. There we go. Let's go. Oh, Galactic, you're so right. Like, actually, a Safari Zone would be so cool. I think what would be really cool would be a Safari Zone in Legends ZA where you can't save. Like, bring back the Safari Zone and the mechanics where you can't save in the Safari Zone. Make it so that the Pokemon will run away from you and you need to, like, sneak up on them. Oh, such a good idea. Genuinely, such a good idea. Megadoran X, !avatar space, Clefairy, not underscore. Not only does Trevenant have your name Vin in its name, but it was also the first random shiny you ever found. That's super cool. What an awesome shiny. Did you find it in... It's X and Y in one of the forests, right? I horde hunted that Trevenant. It was a goal shiny for me a long time ago. For Halloween, I think. Oh no, it was an Arbor Week? It was an Arbor Week shiny hunt that I did. And I had planned, like, okay, this is going to be the shiny hunt that I do today. And then it took me maybe 15 minutes to get it. It was crazy. That was an insane shiny to pick up, actually. And not only that, but it's actually one of the best shinies. Like, it's actually just such a good shiny. Ooh, we got a Diglett. Nice. Also, I mean, if you've watched many of the streams in the past, maybe you'll have some PP saved up. If you do !PP, you can check how much currency you have. You can use that currency to buy skins. So even if you don't have the funds to become a channel member or a Twitch subscriber, we do have plenty of shiny skins available in, like, alternative colors from across the series. Galactic, you must have enough PP now to buy the Primal Dialga, don't you? Right outside of Snowbell, and you were post-game leveling up Mons and found it in a Horde. Yeah, okay, Horde Trevenant. That's so cool. Congrats on that shiny, and I'm glad that you you know, have the chance to rep him as your little stream avatar. I love that that's the sort of thing that can kind of move people towards being their favorite Pokemon. You know, it's like your favorite Pokemon can just stem from it being one of your first shinies or something like that. Let's see, did we get any... No. Did we get any shiny Bellsprout? Oh, I think that is a shiny Bellsprout. I think we got another shiny Alpha Bellsprout. We did. No! Not again. Okay. How many dang Bellsprouts do I need to find? We're gonna update this. This makes that makes this phase 6. Oh. Do I prefer regular? Okay. For the shiny coloration for Lucario, do I like shiny Lucario or regular Mega Lucario? I like shiny regular Lucario. I think that for the Mega though, the coloration on the Mega, I just definitely feel like there's more design choices went into making the Mega look cool. And I think that I don't like the shiny Mega that much. Six, I think I'm at 5 now. Wait, so that can't be right. I got 2 Lucario and 5 Bellsprout. So this should be phase 8, actually. Yeah. Because I found 7 shinies so far. Five Bellsprout. 3 Alpha Bellsprout, 2 regular Bellsprout so far. And like that's also not including the fact that yesterday we did 3.5 hours of shiny hunting before we even checked them. So there's a pretty good chance that we would have gotten more. We got the full Alpha Bellsprout line. I think we might have already had it. I think we already had a few shiny Alpha Bellsprouts, or at least one. And it is what it is. We can have Alpha Bellsprout. Maybe I gotta go for the shiny Alpha Living Dex. Good luck on the Goomy, Keegan. I assume that you've just kind of like reset for the rain and you're just doing the fast flies. It's the fastest way to do it. I had a lot of people being like, Rex, actually, you don't need to do fast flies. You can just walk back and forth in the sewers. And it's like, yes, you can, but it's slower. There's so many ways to shiny hunt everything in this game. Yep, pretty chill, pretty chill. Yes, I agree, Catgirl. Like for the Riolu, doing the bench resets that I discovered, definitely easier than doing runaways for the Riolu, but definitely not faster, right? Like you're going to get more checks more often using the runaways than doing bench resets. But who knows? Maybe today is the day for at least a Charmander phase, right? At least a Charmander phase. Yeah, top 2 are Switch 2s, and then the bottom one is the Switch 1. It is interesting to see just how different the load times on the Switch 2 versus the Switch 1 are. I don't know if the frame rate is all that different. It just kind of looks slower because the Switch 1, since it loads so much slower, is always walking instead of running. They do actually sync up pretty well. But yeah, the load times for the Switch 2 are definitely a lot faster. Which is kind of why I said for the Gible hunt, if you were shiny hunting on the Switch 1, it's probably faster to do the rolls than to do just straight fast flies. But on the Switch 2, like, fast flies for a lot of things are just so quick. It's so much faster to go for Gible in Pokemon Legends Arceus for your form decks, but you know how much people want to get it in this game anyways, and that's 100% valid. The I'm always going to be happy with my Alpha Garchomp. Bash the Alpha Garchomp. I got him on my birthday. But I think I do still want to go for, like, shiny Alpha Gible in this game would be pretty dang neat. Do these Pokemon, like, do Pokemon in your party in this game at all? Can we see a ZA marker? Is the origin mark the mega symbol? That must be the origin mark, right? That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. But obviously, an optimal Wavebird shiny hunter would need many Switch 2s. If only we had unlimited funds, unlimited cash flow. The 1,000 battles grind for the charm is killing you. I'm so glad I figured out just like AFK doing the 1,000 battles. I don't think I would have ever wanted to actually do that hunt legitimately. Such a pain. It's an absurd number of battles, really it is. If you if you have a turbo controller, right? So even if you don't have the robot like we do, if you have a turbo controller, it takes, I think, like 24 hours straight to AFK the 1,000 battles. You go to Lana and you just bring a strong Pokemon with the Rocky helmet, and the Pokemon that you battle will eventually just kill themselves off of the Rocky helmet. And then you just spam A through all of the menus. That is the easiest way to do it. We just managed to do it faster by having a robot to push the extra buttons for us. Yes. Yeah, if you wanted to like grind a lot of fossils, you would be able to get them just by doing a lot of battles. doing a lot of battles will get you a lot of fossils. This is true. And I do plan on trying to get a lot of fossils someday. Don't know who to go for first between Aerodactyl, Aerodactyl Tyrantrum, or Aurorus. I actually like all three of them. Though the fact that Aerodactyl is a Mega, I think, is something that kind of pushes it a little bit towards that direction. Is that Shiny Tepig? I think it is. I think it is. Shiny Tepig. It must be, right? Yeah, Shiny Tepig. Let's go. Not the alpha, but hey. Oh wait, is it? Oh, I can't lock onto it. Okay, we gotta switch to the main menu. 1 second. Gotta change controllers. The Wavebird can't lock on, so it's kind of a pain. Okay. Ugh. Let's go. Who wants a shiny Tepig? I'm going to think of a Pokemon. And the first person in chat to say the Pokemon can have a copy of my Tepig. I'm going to clone this Tepig. Oh my goodness. The Tepig is doing the same thing. It's doing the same thing as Lucario. Stop with the focusing. He's studying for a test. Stop it. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. Okay. He's mega locked in. Also, yo, Pedro Pacine, thank you so much for your first chat message, and I see that you're already subbed to the Professor's Lab. Thank you so much. That's awesome. That's like actually so freaking wicked of you. Okay. Do the whole Pokerap? That'll work. I said it's like original 151. I don't think anybody has said it yet. Yo, shiny Tepig! No way! Again with the focus energies. There we go. Keep chasing, keep chasing. Surdro, welcome back. Good to see ya. As you can see, we've just obtained a shiny pig. Right now we're doing a giveaway for shiny Tepig. First person to guess the Pokemon that I'm thinking of wins a clone of my shiny Tepig. Oh wow, he's got flamethrower too. Okay, I think that it must be cloned by now. What ball should we put it in, everybody? I'm gonna pick my ball. And then whoever wins the giveaway can pick the ball that they want it in. Assuming it's like a ball that I actually have. Okay. Tepig, I'm gonna put you in a premier ball. I like premier balls. Go in the ball. Go in the ball. Ball in. No. Ball in. Go, Tepig. Okay. Has anybody said Pikachu? Somebody... Did I miss it? Am I just crazy? It looks like Super Mutant Bros wins. Wait a minute. Oh, nuts. What? I didn't clone my Tepig. I could have sworn that I was going to be far enough away there. Do we need to take him farther? Well, it's a good thing nobody won the giveaway. I think that I would have given it away, but I did give you a long time to successfully guess Pikachu, and all of you failed to do so. Okay, yeah, it looks like I unsuccessfully cloned that Tepig. Oops-a-daisy. Pikachu Emboar is a 6 shiny. Should we take a look at it? Ooh, wait, I actually haven't seen the shiny Mega. We should see what the shiny Mega looks like. There we go. Emborite. Okay, let's see what the shiny Mega looks like. I really like this shiny already. Oh! Stop moving, Emboar. How am I supposed to take a picture of you? Where did you... How do you get into selfie mode or something? Nice. Now that. Now that's a shiny. Very sick. Okay. Let's do one more phase. Okay. That makes this phase number 9. Unlike yesterday, in the span of just... How long has this been? Just 1 hour. Yesterday, 3.5 hours, no shinies in this area. Today, 1 hour, and we found 2 shinies in this area. This game makes no sense. Never has, never will. Do we get any more shinies over here? Doesn't look like it. Good. I don't want any. Took over an hour to spawn a regular non-shiny Tepig for you. You must have been doing something wrong. I have to believe that there was something not correct there. Tepig. Finished your Goomy line today. Not looking forward to Wild Zone 20 again. I have Goomy. We have one Goomy. We have Alpha Shiny Goomy. Huh. You know, would you guys... I got a question. Would you count something as like completing your shiny dex? So say would you count it as completing the shiny living dex if you clone the shinies using the clone bug? Would that count? If I got 1 Charmander and I turned it into 3 to get all 3 for the shiny living dex, would you guys count it? Or would you only count it if you got 3 unique ones? I think that would be entirely like based off of personal decisions for yourself for what your living dex should look like, but it's not legit. Most are saying that they probably wouldn't count it, which is fair. I think that makes sense. I kind of feel like it would be the same if, like, imagine if you could like clone them and then somehow change the species, right? Like, it's like you find 1 shiny and you turn it into your entire living dex. Probably wouldn't count that. If you can send it to home, then it's fine by you. These are definitely going to be things that you can send to home. Like the clone Lucario I just made are definitely things that I think I'll be able to send to home without any problems because they don't have home trackers yet. But then again, I mean, they might not allow them actually. They're gonna have identical Pokemon IDs and like, it's Pokemon ID and what's the thumbprint? The other thumbprinting one? Can't remember. Encryption constant. Yeah. Identical PID, encryption constant, everything. They might not allow them in. That was one of the ways that they kind of stopped clones from moving from Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl into Pokemon Home, was through locking encryption constants. yeah, I guess we'll have to see what happens regarding that. Will they be locked to home, or locked out of home? Now, usually the way that they were kind of locking them in BDSP, though, was you wouldn't be able to transfer them to home if Shiny Hippowdon. Let's go. Ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doo. Another shiny, and that's a new one for the decks. Shiny Hippowdon. Okay, we'll catch this one. Nice and quick. Quick in and out capture here. Boop, 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 boop. Moto Moto. Moto. Oops. Moto. Hey, yo. There we go. I think Moto Moto likes you. I mean, I'll probably start by grabbing the shiny living dex. This seems like the game. If you were going to go for the shiny living dex, this is the game to do it. But I mean, hey, maybe we'll go for the shiny alpha living dex. That brings us up to, this is now phase 10. We found 9 shinies so far. Oh, shoot. I didn't actually change the controllers. There we go. Nice. Phase 10. You might too. This is for sure the game to do it if you want one. Yeah, like, there's only a handful of Pokemon that you can't just passively get. So, might as well try for it. Yeah, just a few, like, I wouldn't even count them as super annoying. Like, I'm actually excited. Like, I want to do this hunt. I want them to be, I want there to be hunts to do, you know? Alpha Litwick, Alpha Scraggy require active participation. Alpha Litwick specifically. Alpha Chandelure, Alpha Scrafty, you can bench reset for in Zone 20. But yeah, there's a few hunts that are going to take a little bit more time. I'm glad that they exist. Yeah, Scraggy. I know. Yeah. Scraggy and Litwick Alpha, you do need to hunt for more actively. I am aware that Scraggy cannot be Alpha outside of the sewers. It's put in as like an asterisk in the top 10 rarest in ZA video that I put out. Motivated you to go ahead and sort of hunt Tyrant or Aerodactyl? It's so tough because I like all three of them. I genuinely like. I love Tyrantrum. I love Amora. I like Aerodactyl. I can't give you an answer. And Lucas, thank you so much for the nice comment about the Pokemon Rumble video. I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. I hope that you've, had the chance to look through at some of the other content on the channel. I think that like I'm really happy with how a lot of the videos on the channel have come out. I think that there is content on the Professor Rex YouTube channel that literally you will not find anywhere else on YouTube or the internet for that matter. So that is one thing that I can feel good about with the YouTube channels, that I genuinely think that like the content on there is super unique and, in my opinion, unparalleled. If you're crazy, you can go for the Shelfa Living Dex, but after getting 2 shiny fossils and knowing the rate for Shelfa is 1%. Yeah, the Shelfa fossil, like if you wanted to get those, you are looking at like you want to buy 900 fossils and just do straight like AFK hunts for them. And then even if you get the shiny, you got to throw it away. Like that's what you're looking at for that hunt. It's like actively throwing away the shinies when you find them. It's a crazy, absurd hunt. You've won from Gen 2 breeding, so you feel better about pitching random non-alpha ones. Oof, that's gonna be spooky. Best of luck, though, Cat Girl. Best of luck on that. Charmander. Alpha Charmander. Don't know if you could do it to the boy Tyrant. Dropping an entire shiny. That's quite the choice. It really is. Oh, Pedro. Pedro with the shiny Charizard avatar. I like it so much. Great pick. Can we get some more avatars down in the chat? We got a lot of dittos. I need a lot of people to ! avatar and then change to their favorite Pokemon. Pedro changed to shiny Charizard. That's super mega sick, but I mean we could use some Charmanders, Charmeleons. One thing that most people don't know, here's a little secret. Everybody who's here, when I find my shiny Alpha Charmander, is going to unlock the Mega Charizard avatar. So just keep that in mind. You are actively in chat when I unlock, or when I find my shiny Alpha Charmander, you'll get shiny Alpha, or you'll unlock the Mega Charizard avatar. Oh. But it's only when I get the alpha. I mean, it's going to be pretty rare. But it might happen. I'll even go far as to make sure that I'll make the avatar a little bit bigger, so that everybody knows that it's the alpha Mega Charizard. Let me go make Mega Charizard bigger right now. He's a little small at the moment. Mega Charizard, we'll make you a little bit bigger. There we go. Yes. Nice. He's now the correct size, I think. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the alpha now. That is the correct size for Alpha Charizard. Whew. How's everybody enjoying the post game now? Like, I assume a lot of people have kind of finished their main story playthrough of Pokemon Legends ZA. Now that a lot of people are in their post game era of playing through the game, what are our thoughts? Catgirl's been too busy shiny hunting. No charm shiny hunting. Impressive. Do we get any stupid shiny Bellsprouts? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're good for now. Bellsproutless. You're really enjoying the Infinite ZA Royale. Interesting. So what about the Infinite ZA Royale is something that you're really hooked on? Because I didn't manage to get any Apricorn balls or anything. I only did the first 15 or I think I did the first 20 ranks of it. I still need to go and finish rank 20. I was caught off guard by the final, like, post-credits cutscene. I was not expecting them to do what they did to our boy. I don't think it's like a concept that has been covered in Pokemon very often. But the final cutscene, like with Zygarde, is so sick. If only they had the animation budget to put that in the entire game. You have 3 consoles, you need a decent number of Stairmasters still. Do you guys think that there would be a market for a value where I talk about like how you can multi-hunt with multiple systems with only one digital copy of the game? I just don't know if it's like actually that well known that you can do it. Should do it for your other unmodded Switch 1. I mean, if you... a lot of people own the physical copies. And owning the physical copies is something that I personally agree with. But then actually, okay, it's weird. It's weird. Owning the physical copy is definitely better for, like, reset hunts. Because you don't need to have the game, like, or the Switch, like, check with Nintendo that I can boot the game. Unless it's your main Switch, then it doesn't need to do that anyways. You can use the downloaded version. Oh, okay, that's really interesting, Cat Girl. I wasn't sure which version of the game you get with the digital download from the Switch 2. Would you be willing to do an experiment for me? You said you have an unmodded Switch 1, right? But is it the Switch 2 version plus is it just Legends EA plus the Switch 2 version? Because, like, can the game card be loaded on a Switch 1? The digital version. I think you can send the game card back. It tells you this won't be everything if you send it back. Okay, but do you know how to avoid having to do that? Can you try this, Cat Girl, for me on your Switch 2? I'm going to show you how to do something here. Okay. So, if you go to your settings, you can go to... is that under users? Yes, okay. So you go to your settings and you go to users. And you select online license settings and you just turn use online licenses on. Right? So then what should be something that you can do is you can turn your Switch 2 internet off and you should be able to boot that game on your unmodded Switch 1. You just need to go, so on your Switch 1, you just need to go to, like, okay, so you've done it before, then okay, if it's giving you the license to the game plus the Switch 2 upgrade, then that's perfect. That's all I really needed to know. Maybe I should produce a little video about that today. Because there's definitely a lot of people that will have a Switch 2 and a Switch 1 now that might want to be able to AFK Shiny Hunt. Yeah, if I can just have, like, one person that's able to confirm with me that the license you get from the Switch to Nintendo Switch has a license for it. For like the Switch game plus the upgrade package, that would be perfect. Ooh, Alpha Tepig. But that's only if you're sending the game card, Cat Girl. If you have the use online license settings thing active, you don't need to send the game card anywhere. That's the beauty of it. You don't need to do the share game card thing. For physical copy, I know. Yo, Georgie. How's it going? Yeah, the physical cartridge, you can have the Switch 2 version and put it right in your Switch 1, which is pretty cool. Yep, exactly. That should work. I think maybe I should put out a little video on how to do that because I think that it's something a lot of people would probably be interested in doing now, with the fact that probably a lot of people bought like the Switch 2 bundle for Legends EA and still have their Switch 1s. Charmander or Tepig? I personally want Shiny Alpha Charmander. Though we did just get a Shiny Tepig, and honestly, the Shiny Alpha or Shiny Mega Emboar does look pretty good. Need 3 of each. I'm gonna clone them. Personally, I'm gonna clone them. You'd assume if you get the Switch 2 digital, it would give you the Switch 1, but Nintendo does Nintendo things. All I know is like when I bought my personal digital copies, I bought the Switch 1 version and then I bought the upgrade separately. Yeah, I'm only going to do it just because I don't really think that I'll have the time to do this hunt 3 times. Gotta pick and choose your battles. Okay, perfect, Catgirl. That's awesome. I will, I guess we'll do one more phase here, and then I'm gonna try to get that video made today. It should be a little bit of an easier one. Yeah, the bottom one is my OG Switch 1. It's much slower. Though I guess like I'm not sure if that could be due to it loading off of system memory versus SD card. So the top 2 switches, one of them is cart and one of them is system memory. So I don't know. Maybe if I was running the bottom one off of cart, it would be faster. According to Reddit, if you buy the Switch 2 copy, it does come with the Switch 1 copy as well. Perfect, yeah. We'll get this phase done, and then I'll make a little video about how to multi-hunt the Nintendo Switch. AFK twice as fast. Yeah. Professor Polytoad, how are you doing today? What are you up to? Any fun adventures planned for this afternoon? What time does the baseball game start? It's probably going to be an important thing for a lot of people. Final game of the World Series. Okay. We got no Bellsprout. Bellsproutless. Nice. Bellsproutless. Writing the conclusion to the script. This is like the full Reggie video, correct? I will be... Are you comfortable with like sharing it? I'd be happy to read the script and offer some potential feedback. 18,000 words. So I think that like I just put out my video, the Pokemon top 10 rarest or whatever. Let me check here. I think that was a 5,000 word script. Docs. ZA rarest. Word count. 5,300 words. And that ended up being like a 35-minute long video. 18,000 words. Bro is gonna have an hour and a half to potentially, like, that might be up to 3 hours. Or sorry, 2 hours. A 2-hour long script. That's crazy, dude. I will do what I can to help you with it. It'll be, it sounds like a massive project. Probably more because it doesn't count any IRL footage. Yeah, so like I'm thinking like 2 hours. Whew. That's going to be a huge project. I have no idea. Like one of my goals while I'm in Montreal next week is to sit down and really work out like planning out how I want the Pokemon rescue video to be set up and writing a script for that. And I think that that's going to be my biggest project. Like that's going to be a huge video. We got between the two of us, we got some big videos. Professor Politoed and Professor Rex. I love PBR music. Reggie Trio. So Professor Politoad's been working on a video for a while. 18,000 words. And it's going to be about the Reggie Trio. Some geology. Regirock. 3 main rock types, Regice, Mineralogy, Registeel, structures, and deposit. Dude. That's gonna be an absurd video. We're all gonna walk out geologists after watching that video, for real. You said you had to do kind of like script review with your employers, right? Did you have to go through like the full hour-and-a-half long script with them? Or just kind of some of the footage that you had? Beaver Kid, hello. How are you doing? What's going on this beautiful... What do you got going on this beautiful Saturday? I mean, beautiful, I guess, assuming is beautiful where you are. I don't know. Just footage? Okay, perfect. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm happy to review the script with you and everything. I don't know when you want to start production of the video. I'm going to be away for a decent chunk of November here. But I can help where I can. No. Feeling under the weather. I'm sorry to hear that, Beaver. I'm hoping to stay away from any COVID for the foreseeable future. Fingers crossed. Were you like dying of embarrassment though, going through the footage with them, or was it something that you you were feeling confident in this time around? Probably when you're back at the end of November. Perfect. Yeah, I can, if you wanted to record anything here in the lab or just like have somebody kind of reviewing audio and everything as you record, you can record stuff here if you want. You can borrow my teleprompter. You got 3-year-old niece COVID. Is that a stronger variant? I don't know if 3-year-old niece COVID is weaker or stronger than any other COVID variants. Hey Jarvis, how strong is 3-year-old niece COVID? Yeah, you're gonna need to have like an actual geologist. Oh, are you gonna have your parents look at the script? I feel like that would be the correct route of action, right? Would be have your parents look at the script. Didn't you say that they're rock people as well? Have your mom telling you, George Bacana, Georgia. This is so wrong. They wouldn't get it. Damn. That'd be worse than your bosses. No. Okay. We're either gonna do this phase or we're gonna end off at 4 o'clock. This COVID's got hands. COVID got hands. Oh shoot, COVID got hands. Okay. Give me Shiny Charmander. It's kind of annoying, like even the menus on the Switch 1 pull up a little bit slower. So I end up like I'm pushing the buttons potentially too fast to do my fast flies efficiently on the Switch 1 versus the Switch 2. But yeah, the loading time for the zones is definitely a lot slower. What was my reaction to Mega Starmie? I had Mega Starmie spoiled for me like 10 years ago. Not legitimately, but I had seen Mega Starmie leaks a very, very long while ago. So I think that I was still a little bit surprised that it was real. But the design didn't shock me, right? Like I was surprised it was real, partially because I think I had seen like some fake megas elsewhere, and I was like, wow, I can't believe that of all of the fake ones that I saw, like Starmie was the real one. I think I liked the fake Mega Scrafty I had seen. It just had like really big clown pants. But, I don't know. I think that Mega Starmie is getting hate. I don't think that it's like, why? Why does it deserve hate? I think it's kind of funny. Like, can we not just have a little bit of humor? Does everything have to be so G-dang serious? Okay. Let's check. Any shiny Bellsprouts? Any shiny Bellsprouts that are gonna let us get out of here? I see normal Bellsprout and normal Bellsprout and normal Bellsprout. Normal Bellsprout, okay. Yeah. If you just like genuinely hate Alpha Starmie, fine, but like where's your sense of whimsy? Why does it all have to be so serious? Why so serious? Yeah, I think that there's already a few mods available for the game on Nexus mods, which is like kind of crazy. It will be interesting that unless hacking the Switch 2 becomes something that is like heavily doable or whatever, this might be the last hacked Switch or hacked Pokemon game. Like, there's a couple of years potentially before things happen, but there is a chance that this ends up being like the last Switch game that has hacking, and I think that will be kind of interesting to see. Let me get this pulled up for you, George. Media source. No, media source. I haven't put the add image. The QR Slugma Balls GIF.
S15 Costuming is now a 12-month Rex Force member.
Yo!
Hello there. How's the hunt going along?
Thanks, Steven. How you doing? Hunt's been going pretty well, actually. Yesterday was pretty slow. Today we managed to pick up a shiny Lucario, a shiny Tepig, and a shiny Hippowdon, actually, as well as an extra shiny Bellsprout. But yesterday we shiny hunted for 3.5 hours. Took us 3.5 hours to get our first shiny in the desert. It ended up being a Lucario, and we got 2 shiny Alpha Bellsprouts and a regular two regular shiny Bellsprouts. It was slow. It was rough. But thank you for the continued support of the Professor's Lab. I appreciate it. It really does mean a lot, especially like over these next couple months. Every little bit of support actually genuinely will be going a long way in deciding what happens to the channel in the future. But I'm really hoping to get the shiny Alpha Charmander. So there's definitely going to be a lot of phases before that happens. And I don't know if it's the sort of thing where it's like, this might be the last time I hunt it for a while. I'm going to be away for a little bit, so we'll see what happens. But this is a pretty fun hunt. I actually do like this hunt. A little bit of kind of hands-on hunting, none of this AFK sitting around, sitting on your hands, waiting for shinies to show up nonsense. And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we will be some of the first people to get shiny Alpha Charizard. Hey. Yeah, super cool. The game, I've had so much fun with this game. I think that I wish shiny hunting was different, but the way that shiny hunting is okay, you know? I wish I liked the shiny hunting more than I do, but it is what it is. How about you, Steven? Have you played through ZA? Have you enjoyed your playthrough? Anything that really jumped out as like crazy or exciting? George, do you have any shiny hunts that you want to do in this game? Like, that stand out as like, oh man, I really want to get a shiny of this Pokemon? Wow. Got your teeny yesterday. You want to target Fennekin next. So Fennekin was actually a pretty interesting one. I did the bench strat for my Fennekin, and it's weird because you don't see the Fennekin spawn. So from the bench, you actually can't see Fennekin. It won't like load the model until you're a little bit closer, like potentially push right up against the fence. But even despite that, it still spawns, quote unquote. Like you can bench strat it even though the model doesn't load. And that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure why that is. I don't know why some Pokemon you need to be closer than the 50-meter mark. It seems like for Drampa, like you need to be closer than the 50-meter mark for it to spawn, but I don't think that it's the case that you need to be closer than 50 meters for it to actually like register or load. It's very weird. So I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing like how people figure out what the dealio with all those things are. I did my part. I found the 10-meter height limit. There was a lot of YouTube videos out there that were recommending just bench stratting for things that you could not bench strat. But I am intrigued to see if people find out why it is that Fennekin can be bench stratted even though the model doesn't load from the bench. Anybody else have any big targets that they're planning to try and shiny hunt for in this game? Or are we all kind of just in the position now where it's like, yeah, we've done our shiny hunts. We're good. I think for me, it's going to be doing this Charmander hunt. I think Tops is probably going to try to do like a Drampa. Tops is probably going to do Drampa. You got Drampa as an alpha under Angie. That's crazy. I think that, like, while I'm away, you're going to bring my switches with me, 2 of my switches with me. And I think while I'm away, one of my plans will be to just like bench strat a lot of Area 20 for the just getting like a couple random alphas every day. Could you please help you with an XD shiny hunt? You're trying to go for Wooper, at least for the setup. Wooper as in like the Pokespot Wooper? Is that what you're planning? Or the, whatever they're called, not the Pokespot, Mirage Spots or Oasis? Oases? Yeah. To be honest, I've never done one of those hunts. I don't think that I really know 100% how you would set that hunt up. I bet Triggery would know. If you just like DM Triggery on Discord. I think that also like Speed Twister has a video where he did all of the Pokespots. So you could probably watch that video and figure out kind of how that hunt works. But yeah, I'm really not 100% sure. I think that once you walk into the area, the Pokemon is generated, so it's not like as simple as just walking back and forth or whatever. And you can't set a specific Pokemon to always spawn. Does the glitch for getting more alphas in the middle work for the starter spawns too? Probably not, because I don't know, maybe you'd have to try it. There's a couple different spawn points where those Pokemon can spawn. I guess it would come down to like figuring out a way to activate those spawn points. But I would suspect that like even if you activate them and then you fly away or do your bench reset, it's not going to like re-roll a new Pokemon for that slot. I guess the way that we would have to test that would be something like you get a Tepig and then you clone it. No. I don't think so. I think one of the things that makes the glitch of getting more alphas in the middle work is that it can only have 2 alphas spawn at a time, but there's 6 spawn points for them. And I don't think there's like the same limitations for Tepig and Charizard. It's just that, or sorry, Tepig and Charmander. It's more just that they're rare. Which starter do I think will shine first? I already got a Tepig, so I already have Tepig. My brother got Charmander. I hope that I get Charmander. Okay. 2 more resets, and then I'm going to say screw it. We'll record the intro. We'll record the intro to this video about like multi-hunting on multiple switches with 1 copy of the game live. And y'all can say whatever you want in chat, be part of the YouTube video. 2 more. 2 more flyaways. So get your avatars set. Exclamation point avatar, whichever Pokemon you want to be. We're just gonna record the intro to the video of like how to multi-hunt Pokemon Legend ZA with one license of the game. One more. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's quickly we'll check to see if we got any shinies before we fly out to Area 3. Here we go. Last little double check. Did we find any shinies? None spawned over here. Oh, this guy's way out of place. Okay, and we'll check our Bellsprouts. Little Bellsprouts. There we go. Do I have Charm on all 3? I have Charm in 2 of them. I haven't had the time to like finish up this 3rd save file's shiny Charm. So 2 out of the 3 have shiny Charm. Oh, there's a shiny in here somewhere. I guess I didn't clear out all the shinies that had spawned from the last time I did. Oh, it's Pancham. Look at that. Pancham. Yes. Oh, another shiny Pancham. Okay. I did not clear out all the shinies from the last time we did Stairmaster here, obviously. Pretty sure there was shiny Flabebe and things. Yeah, I mean, I have so many shinies from that area. I'm just like not worried about it anymore. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Brofessor's Lab. No, we can't do that. Hello and welcome back to the Brofessor's Lab. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can shiny hunt with up to 4. No. This is how cringe recording YouTube videos is for me. I'm so bad at it. I'm not really shiny hunting here. I don't care about these. I'm just using this as like the proof of concept for using multiple switches on one license of the game. Let me get this one turned on then as well. I need one of the switches that's connected to my account. Ugh. Ugh. So this is all running actually off of 2 copies technically. So that's a great example there of one of the problems with it. Okay, right. Okay, there we go. Cool. Hello. Hello and welcome back to a quick video. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can AFK shiny hunt. Ugh. Oh goodness. Gross. Hello and welcome back. Hello and welcome back to a quick video. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can AFK shiny hunt on multiple Switches with just a single license of the game. So all three of these Switches are currently using one digital license of Pokemon Legends ZA. The top two are both Nintendo Switch 2s, and this bottom one is a Nintendo Switch 1. Now, in order to do this, we're going to need to mess around with a couple of settings, so we're going to go through and show you how to do that now. On your Switch 1 or Switch 2, what you want to do is you want to first go into your system settings and go to users. Under the user that you have the digital license for Pokemon Legends ZA for, you want to go to online license settings. By default, as of a recent update, use online license will be off. That forces you to load the game card onto specific systems. By enabling use online license, you can actually use a license for any title that you have, even if the virtual game card isn't loaded onto that specific system. So if we load up all of my virtual game cards, these are all the games that I own digital licenses for. For the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Pokemon Legends ZA, I can actually go to the options and download the data for the Nintendo Switch 1 version. So once that loads, this Switch will be able to boot up Pokemon Legends ZA. If we take a look at how we have the other Switches booted up, why don't we flip over to that and we'll take a quick look. So we'll do a cut here. Perfect. Okay. So this one second. The Switch dock's USB is just okay. So the Switch that we have here on the left, this is my main Switch. What that means is this Switch can boot up Pokemon Legends ZA on any of the profiles attached to the Switch without needing to connect to the internet. So we're currently in airplane mode. If I wanted, I would be able to boot this account up, or this up, on my main profile. As long as we keep the main Switch offline, we're actually able to then go ahead and boot up the game on a different Switch, as long as we're booting it up on the profile that owns the license for the game. So if I close the game and I try to boot it up, I won't be able to unless I connect to the internet. So I need to turn off flight mode, and then I can boot up the title. So now, with just a single digital title, I have Pokemon Legends ZA booted up on two different systems. If we switch back over to that system that we were waiting on before, we're going to do a quick cut here to when it's downloaded. all we need to do is make sure that this switch that's now booted up Legend ZA is switched over to airplane mode again. You can only do that when it's not connected to the computer, so we just need can only do that when it's not connected to a dock, so we just need to kind of unplug that. And then this one is now in airplane mode as well. Yeah. So this is in airplane mode. That one's in airplane mode. As soon as the other switch finishes up its download, we'll be able to boot it up onto a third switch. So we'll wait for that and we'll do a quick cut. There we go. Anyways, yeah, I guess while I finish this up, thank you all so much for, thank you all so much for joining the stream today. It's been a fun one. Whatever we got, we had 5 shinies going in, so we got like another 5 shinies today. I'd say that's not too bad. We got Bellsprout, Lucario, Hippowdon, Tepig. Might only be 4. But I count that as a pretty big W. And then hopefully, I mean, maybe you learned a way that you can play Legend ZA on multiple systems with just a single license. If you're watching and you haven't already hit subscribe or haven't already hit follow, be sure to do so. And otherwise, I'll catch you all again at some point. I don't know how long it's going to be until we're live again. I'm going to be potentially streaming off of my laptop if I can get it to work. So we'll see how that goes. Bye.